mind is generate a little bit of concentration or calm down, so to say, then imagine that from that field of merit in front comes a duplicate of Sakyamuni Buddha, into the space in front of yourself, and surrounding yourself are still these beings undergoing individual sufferings, and then focusing on the suffering and seeing as all rooted in this misunderstanding of reality or ignorance, why they generate various afflictions, and because of that the various negative karma that are being created, and that's why they're wandering around and make the same part of the lamrim, very sophisticated system of And then based on that motivation, request the Buddha in front for blessings and inspirations in order to get the understanding of emptiness and to realize emptiness in order to be a real benefit for others, So make that request mentally for yourself to the Buddha in front. And then based on that motivation, and this request, then the Buddha is very pleased with your intention. And then first of all, we request and say, please purify our mind and remove obstacles, to get this realization. So think then, in answer to that request, white light comes from the Buddha's heart to crown of all the beings surrounding ourselves, including yourself. And then think, by receiving this white color of light, then you purify all negative deeds in general, and all obstacles get specified, and in particular the obstacles that prevents us from seeing reality, or the obstacle that prevents us from realizing emptiness, that gets completely pacified by receiving this white nectar light. So let's do this visualization of this white light for about a minute or so. Then think that you're completely filled with this white nectar light, and completely purified all negative karma, and all obstacles are completely pacified. The obstacles to get realizations, right? So those obstacles completely pacified. Yeah, so think like that. It actually happened. And then again, look at the beings surrounding yourself and see they completely stuck in the sufferings of samsara. The various aspects of birth, sickness, aging, and that because of this ignorance, right? So then think, in order to really help them, you need to realize emptiness. There's no other way, So based on your motivation of great compassion and bodhicitta, you really see the need for realizing emptiness, and then make strong requests, to Guru Buddha in front and say, I need this realization, in order to eliminate ignorance and to help beings to eliminate ignorance. So make strong requests in that way to the Buddha in front. Yeah. And then Guru Buddha, you can think, Buddha is in one aspect of Sakyamuni, but the nature is one teacher, right? Or one's virtuous friend or guru, So, and then make this strong request, Yeah. And then Guru Buddha, so then, then the Buddha comes to the crown of your head. Sorry, so then, and blesses you to get the realizations very quickly. Just by hearing Rinpoche's teachings, you get realizations, so think like that, okay. So Buddha comes to the crown, and then descends, becomes smaller, descends to the throat, and then dissolves, becomes one with your own mind at the level of your heart. Okay, so then think whatever Rinpoche says in the coming teaching in a few minutes' time, then you get the realizations right away, like that. Okay. Janjo semjo Rinpoche magye panam gegyu chik geba nyamba meba gone gonda bawa sho toni tawa Rinpoche magye panam gegyu chik geba nyamba meba gone gonda bawa sho. Okay, so Rinpoche is coming in a minute or two.
Taya Tao Mune Mune Maha Mune Taya Tao Mune Mune Maha Mune Taya Tao Mone Mone Maha Mone So Taya Tha Mone Mone Maha Mone So Taya Tha Mone Mone Maha Mone So Taya Om
Lama Tamba Chundende Dajamba Yantaba
Sube Sanje Ribada
Jesu Temba Devara Chaba
Jitenkem Kevo Dulve Kalo Jawai Lana Mepal Hada Minam Tomba Sange Chumdende Pelgawa Shakya Tuva Chatsalo
Jida Jatsa Lama
Tamba Chumden Den Deshin Shiva Dachumba Yantaba Zobe San Ribadan Shapso Demba Devara Shapa Chitenke
Jio De Karo
Gyawai Lana Mepal Hada Minam Je Tomba
Sange Chumdende
Pelgawa Shakya Tobala Chatselo Chudon Kyapsu
Jio Lama
Tamba Chumden Den Deshin Shiva Dachumba Yantaba Zobe San Ribadan Shapso Demba Devara Shapa Jiten Kemba Kebodul Kalo Yuwa Lana Mepal Hada Minam Ye Tomba San Chumden Den Pelgawa Shakya Tobala Chatsa Chudon Yapsu Chevu Kanye so ketam se sachen de la gomba din bone ngane jiten thana choche son these kheba kyola chaisa namda kunga chodo so sawa yeshe gyaso serge lombota taba jiten sonal hangyawa gombo chonye kyola chaisa Sado dawa kela cha salo tulda keda siva somachi nyame kenche kela cha gumbo tuje che denba tamche kembe tumbago sona yenten gyasa shen peshen shela cha tabe tuja chawai yu geveng eson le juchi chido dantan chogyo ba shigyo chola chatsa dolne jove lamya ten lava dala raptuni shinge tamba yendende Genden layan chatsa Lord. Do not commit any unwholesome actions. Engage in perfect wholesome actions. Subdue one's mind. This is the teachings of the Buddha. A star, a defective view, a butter lamp flame, an illusion, a dewdrop, a water bubble, a dream, lightning, a cloud. See all causative phenomena like this.
Don't destroy your ear noise. The ear. To your ear. I don't blow you away.
So happy.
Blow you away back to your home. I don't have blow it soon you go to your back there.
Shut up. Shut up.
Unless there's no obstacle between.
By these merits, may transmigratory beings attain the state of all-seeing, subdue the enemy of false, and be freed from the ocean of samsara, disturbed by the waves of aging, sickness, and death. The indestructible.
That such a side, mental side.
Mente, only. Sashi Peki Choshin Meto Tram Rira Le Gambadi Sange Shindu Mete Buwagi Namanda Shila Chubarsho Jesus Lama Thamma Kyananki Chuku Kala Kense Chuzente Jitar Tsambe Duje Zemala Sage Chuki Charba Atusu Idam Guru Ratnamanda Kamniyatayami
Sanje Chedan Soge
Chonamla Chanchu Papa Dani Gyapsuchi Dage Chenyengi Vesonamji Dola Penche Sangye Dubasho
Sanje
Chedan Soge Chonamla Chanchu Papa Dani Gyapsuchi Dage Chenyengi Vesonamji Dola Penche Sangye Asho
Sanje
Chodan Sogi Chonam La Chanchu Pado Dani Kyamsuchi Dage Chenyengi Ve Sonangi Dola Sangye Dubasho
We don't want to see the new sample that you couldn't judge us. After first listening teaching, the motivation then to differentiate special nor semester Costa. No, I don't remember the quotation from Bodhicitta Lama. The seventh Lama. So anyway, from the ants to higher motivation, special motivation, then the motivation of the ordinary capable beings. Ordinary capable beings that mentioned in the Lama Adishas Lim, the path to enlightenment teaching. Ordinary capable beings. Ordinary capable beings means, you see, only who aim at the motivation just to not suffer this life and to just aim happiness to this life, empower the reputation and reputation. The pleasure of this life, just that, nothing else. Nothing else. So motivation to be higher than the spiritual, higher than ants, worms, insects. bugs. Higher than that. Then higher than tigers, snakes, and this lobsters, the baranyang, scorpions. There's all kinds of animals, but in the ocean didn't look like animal, stones or plants look like that. But then when the eatable food animals are nearby, then suddenly the opens mouth, gets caught in them. Unbelievable. So looking like plants or rocks or some vegetation grows on the rocks or something like that. Looking like that. Unbelievable. Yeah, so you see the birds. The birds, they have all kinds of shapes. The beaks with the top like that, or like all kinds of shape. The shape is exactly what's needed for the food. It's other bird or worms. It's not by human being, by factory, no. Not made a factory, by people, by educated people, not that. It's born with that, you see. The birds were born with that. Just exactly to eat those worms, just shape this. And some are very long like this, tiny, very long like that. All kinds of shapes. They're born with that. Who made that? Who made like this? All the shape. Karma. That birds on karma. So the kata. The fishermen, many of the fish that the fisherman catches, they are the fishermen before. You understand? They caught fish, or the fish separately, something true. Never born human being. No, not that. We get like them. No. All the fishermen who they catch fish, they were fishermen before. So they caught some of the fish. So now you see, now this is not a good karma. They were born human being. But then they catch fish they catch fish, but they were they were human before, fishermen. They were. So the karmas, cause you created fishermen, then catch fish, or then they say. Then you are born fish. After that, you are born fish. Then whom you caught fish, or they were born, then they caught you. So it's karma. Like this. You have to know that. It's like this. You have to remember that. And the butchers, they in the road here, there are many butchers. There are chickens, the Muslim chickens. And then buffalo, big animals, sometimes some, but mostly chickens, and then they goats. But so when I pass through, these people have no idea, totally dark, like darkness without sun, with the moon, hoggy, like that. Man is like that. no dharma, no karma, like that. So those animals whom they killed selling fish on the platform of the table, so they were butchered before, selling meat, killing animal. They were before, So they killed. So this time they were born in the moon, and then animals whom they killed, or they do not good karma. They were born human beings. They killed you. This is all circle. It's all circle. Goes on for eons. Such a long time, life to life, into the mid-dharma, into the purified negative karma, or the exiled path. And then into the part of merit, part of patience, part of preparation, jalam. Then there is heat, strip, patience, sublime dharma, prasadama chijong. So, and then until they achieve patience, then the competence to not be reborn or elements is from that. So the ignorance, not knowing dharma, karma, and didn't practice. Maybe you knew dharma, but didn't practice careless dharma. But they practice with negative karma, harming others. You didn't practice good karma, benefit others. On the basis of striving negative karma, benefit others, didn't, yeah, we do that. So, then they have no idea, these people, no idea. Those gods, they've been butchered before, So, so the result, they get killed. But the people whom they used to kill, born goats and then kill. I just another good karma they born him, Not yet at all. So, generally all like this. And we have to remember. So why fishermen kill this fish? Why that's all the answer. Why it happened? They were fishermen before. They fish all the fish. Numberless times. So anyway, as I pass, as I see, those shops, meat shops, so I pray, what I can do, what I can help, just pray. You see these awful things, very frightening things. So I just pray in the car to do all the parts, person which I made it to clarify me. 3 times I made it to clarify numberless sentences, and 3 times I made it to clarify numberless Buddhas. May these animals were killed, and then all the people were killed all together. not only now, all the animals killed in the past. Killed in the past, and all those who will be killed in the future. Future means daughter from all the every day in the future. The people with the sugar bear, which may they never even upon the Lord's realms, and may they born in the pure land where they can be enlightened. So at least short like that, to pray, dedicate all the merits, not only all your merits, but numberless merits and numberless Buddhas. It's a merit, dedicate. So this is what you do, that's what, at least even prayer, you dedicate your merits. That you try to practice Dharma or try to collect the virtue, so you dedicate the merit, you make the beneficial for the other sentient beings. So anyway, so each time, more or less, each time, sometimes I may miss, but as I see or I pray for them, and that time you see something so, but you pray for them, for the animals and for the people together. The same together. The one is ignorant on the created cause to be experienced like that in future. Then later they will be. Those animals later, they may be. They have no idea. They kill. Make money. So you see, more than everything, money, happiness, nothing else. Then sooner or later, they're going to be all these animals. Then get killed. So it's a terrible experience. So like that. Yeah. That's so. At least, yeah. At least by seeing that what can be done. If you explain them, they'll get angry. So you see, I don't know, in this you give money, what they spend, how much they spend, how much they need in a month, in their whole life. I don't know whether they will listen or not. If you ever pay all the money what their family needs, I don't know whether they will do that or not. Well, then stop killing. But you have to pay in your whole life. So I don't know whether they listen or not. But so like that, the very beautiful, very pitiful, but due to ignorance, my Rigpa. Rigpa is perceiving, Rigpa is knowing. Ma is negative. Ma Rigpa is not seeing. So not seeing karma. Negative karma and result suffering, and good karma and result happens. They don't know that. They have no idea. They suffer due to ignorance. So same as the those small ants attack the long worms, and so many hundreds come attack. They can't do anything. You see, so this worm, there's nothing to that redemption to protect, and all the small ants, so but they come attack. So much. Even one ant each is your legs, the feet, painful, incontinent. So when the worm, there's nothing, so hundreds attack. So I would say, yeah, like that. So you see, Kasara, this is one example, but this number is full of, filled the whole life with the negative karma, done with complete, total ignorance, unknowing mind. So therefore, you see now, why you open Dharma Center? You open Dharma Center to your friends. First you have to come in the course, then you go back, because it benefits to your mind, so go back to your friends, explain them, bring light, wisdom light in their mind, dark mind. Dark mind from beginner's rebirth, not just only from this morning or from the birth, from beginner's rebirth. The not knowing Dharma karma, then suffers in six realms. Can you imagine from beginner's rebirth? So then you start center, Dharma Center, Kasuri explain Dharma. Cause of happiness. What is happiness? What is the cause of happiness? What is the cause of suffering? Because the people have totally wrong idea. That's in the bodhicitta, in the sins they ever said. How much you dislike suffering, sentient beings dislike suffering, but they run to create the cause of suffering. They run, keep busy, create the cause of suffering day and night. How much they don't like the suffering, but they run to create the cause of suffering day and night. So how much they like happiness, but they don't know the cause of happiness. They destroy the cause of happiness. They destroy the happiness like enemy. So they run away. Even you explain, they don't listen, they don't understand, they don't admit it. They run away. You see? I like that. They think you're crazy. They think you're crazy. There's no time to understand. So they think you're crazy. Oh, you see? So like that. You're completely crazy. Then for that person, in the view of that person, in the view of that person, then you see, even you are achieving enlightenment, even your mind fully awoken to the enlightened, you are achieving enlightenment, in the view of that person, you are completely crazy. You are completely crazy, even though you're totally ceased this obscuration, that English ignorance. Then even subtle obscuration totally cease. Then complete realization. No other realization left there to achieve. Nothing. So even that, then in view of that person, you are completely crazy. What do you say? I see many wealthy people, by checking where the money came from. You check back. So many wealthy people, they have thousands of goats, animals. This is their money come from, basically from check back. Then every day thousands of goats, thousands of goats killed. And by selling that, then you get the money. So it's like that. You check back where the money came from. Or it's like that. So then they're being rich. It's a hallucination, and it's a hallucination. It's just short time. Then you experience all the karma that you were killed for, I don't know, hundreds, billions, live or humans, you get killed. You get born animal and kill like a So this hallucination you have few years, few months, few weeks, years, because much better quality, material wealth, house, expensive cars, works. That's just short time. The picture is totally black, no good. So much, even suffering. Every day, thousands of animals get killed. But money came from that. So, not that I don't mean everybody, every old people, but it seems like that when you really check back. No way to enjoy. No way to enjoy. So if you had like that, you use for good things to benefit people, to help people. Who don't give food, who don't shelter, to give who don't medicine, give medicine. So help the people. That's numberless. You can help them. So dedicate for all those animals. You do this for all those animals who were killed. Every day, thousands of animals. You dedicate for them. You cause this happiness for them. you do for them, so they collect merit. You dedicate for them, so you collect merit. They collect merit. If you dedicate, if you give, if you dedicate, so like that, at least like that. I think I might have told you, but I went to one day nuns at the house, the nuns monks, we go up to the beach, this close, only a few minutes drive then. Yeah, we went out outside on the beach. There's a bench around under the table, so we're eating food. Then the one lady dropped the car, then she came back. And she said, she built this, her husband died. So her husband died. So she built, so something what she can think. So bench, one bench there, bench, so the table. So this is what she did for the husband. This is what she can think. Something to help people at the beach. So this is a, kind of heart. So we help the husband, with whom live together. So he died in the benefit of the husband. Oh, that's very kind. That's very kind. So that, without any expectation, reputation, power, we were alive, nothing, just purely. But to something beneficial for them, to benefit for your father, for your husband who dies. So it's a small thing, but this is what came in the mind. Something to do sincerely from the heart, not political, not little dharma. It's kind of very nice, simple but very nice. Yeah, for the husband to help. Oh, I don't know how much she think of help the husband, but I think something doing good for the husband, sort of. Is for the husband, but I don't know how much she thinks of helping the husband. That I don't think so. He does not dharma, so I guess. But she came back to say, plan distress. Yeah, I mean, a person was standing. I talked. She tried to explain that person to one of the person in our group. So, yeah. That's really, that even such a small thing, something for the husband, so kind. But in the world, there's full of things you can help. Homeless, no food, no money, sickness, so much suffering, so much what you can do. $1, you can cherish $1, even so much. Many depends on motivation. Is the motivation bodhicitta? It's more than scarce merit you get, quite. And then you can benefit so much for something without all that merit. So, Dharma. So like that, I heard in Bombay, a rich Indian family, so built a tower, one most rich, I don't know, very rich. Kind of most rich as well. Family built how many tower? 100 tower? house, 100 tower, I don't know. It's a huge tower house. Then you have swimming pool on top. On the top, then the family stays on the top. Then one day, feng shui person came. He says, "This is no good for. This is no good for them." So they had to move from that. But so like that. So like this. So like this they do. There's so many. What you can help? Even you don't build make statue or stupa sculpture. I mean, the Dharma side. I mean, the Dharma side. I say, holy object. I mean, that's marriage guys. I mean, but if you are not British, you see. But then, nonetheless, what you can do with $1, if you want only $1, what you can do to help give out the charity? What you can do with $1? There's I don't know how much rupees. $1, how much kateri? $1 Nepalese rupees. Huh? What? 130. 130 rupees. Rupees, huh? Nepal rupees. Not Sherpa rupees. Not Sherpa rupees. Nepal. So anyway, they one and so that's much. If you come to Nepali, anyway, so much what you can do. And then the money, what you earned, it came from so much hardships with much negative karma. The mind, motivation, negative, only seeking happiness this life, reputation, pleasure, whatever. Happiness is life. So this negative, it's a little damage, it's attachment, it's negative mind. So the action is negative, and the result suffering. So not just on that, but with so much hardships. I mean, kindergarten, from the primary school, college, university, all the education for that, then to get money. Then it's involved with the killing, stealing, sexual misconduct, or telling lie, gossiping, whatever. To get the money, then it means you can come and create it, you see, to get the method to get the money. Cheating, telling lie, when involved to turn the virtues, even not all the time, but it's like that, Yeah, why much in the karma, telling lie and all that, and then you get the money and. So even the money to get so the family living, if you think a family living, it's how the money come from, but that so very much in the karma then. So you see, anyway. Then you see, you don't make charity, you don't benefit others, you don't make charity. So even $1, you can do. There's a monk in the Tantra told me, but there's a monk in the old monk in Law Tantra College, and every day he gives one bread to a beggar outside. No, that's a big thing, but every day he gives one bread to the beggar outside. And then what else? What do you get? I think 1 rupee or something. What do you get from the monastery? So he gave one bread to the beggar outside. there are two things. So he always gives the beggar outside. Nothing much, but always. That's even small thing, but it's always the monk, old monk. Every day he passed away. So there are some monks who does incredible things. The one monk, I don't remember clearly the stories now. One monk, there are different stories, very amazing stories. One monk who's not known as knowing Dharma, nothing. Monks don't. That's ordinary monk. Then all the most monks went to Dharamsala to teaching by him. Then the monk passed away. So he was a meditation for 20 days. He was a meditation for 20 days. Long time was the meditation. So there's some people dying meditation in the same position the Buddha passing away, and some up, you see, sitting meditation. Then, but nothing's moving, and Buddha is very even better looking than normal, and sense even sometimes sentient smell like that. So I saw. I think I mentioned to you. I saw a lama. I saw one lama at Baksa, the first lama. I saw the lama was doing meditation, and the dead lama stopped breath and everything was up. There's nothing to keep the body up like this meditation. Then on the nose there's some sort of bubble, small, like a hot, or on the top of the nose. Then all the monks is not in the cave, it's outside on the hill, not on the hill, on the side. So all the monks come to see their blessing. So all the monks of this comes in. The Kopan Monastery, and they comes in that, I think, I don't know what comes in. So that, so I want to see, I was brought by the monk who got in, but he's a teacher, same teacher, or I have a Geshe there, but so he took me there. So I told him that. So anyway, as we go on, that Jime monk was, that it's very ordinary, even there's no Dharma or some, very ordinary. But that's what the monks regard. But when he died in the meditation, 20, I think, I don't know how many, 23 or not, long time it was meditation. So that, then every monk totally surprised. Wow! He shocked. He made everybody's mind to admire that monk. So normally just doesn't know. I mean, in the monastery, whether you know Dharma or not, that depends. Does not depend on the Dharma. Lamrim means debate. If you're able to debate so well, that means you know Dharma well. So defined in the monastery, defined by that, knowing Dharma or not by lamrim, not knowing lamrim, no. So it's like that. Outside, I don't know, but inside the monastery, it's like that. It depends how much you can debate. Then you can debate. You can stop others. You can stop others' answer. Even the right answer, this little Tibet, you stop. You prove that wrong. It's a little like the court case, lawyers debating. Lawyers, I heard the debate, you see. Then it's whoever debate will, good debate, the person wins. So I think maybe a little bit like that. It's my own way. So anyway, this happens in the monastery. Happens many times like that. I think I'm not sure what I told the story. That Lama that I saw before that Lama, the story is the Lama being crazy. I was staying at Geshe-Rabdin's house. And the President Aperture and the monastery from the way young kids and so saying the strength of the Geshe-Rabdin. So I could hear that Lama was singing because of the Tibet has the historical dance Mani Manilamo, historical dance, historical performance. It's all Congress is all Dharma, historical story. So he was making long noise of that I could hear. So one day the monk was Geshe-Rabdin, he took me there. So then this Lama wearing yellow, something is not yellow, kind of no slip, but up here. Then he had a snipping. Then snap, and then one couple was the Tibetan style, this torture. So Tibetan tree. And so he asked me to show my tongue. So I stretched tongue to him. He said, okay, so then he did finger on the 20 or like that. Then he put on my face. You see, I was supposed to live like this. This is incredible good luck. Fortune, what he applied that. But because his manager was responsible to clean this, because there's a job. But I think I shouldn't let him to clean this away. But they put the butter on the tea. It's incredible good luck. Was successful realization. I don't know. It's incredible good luck. I shouldn't let him to clean. But I didn't have good luck. So I let him. It's his job. So but it's his job. So anyway, cleaned. Then Lama asked me to snip. She was snipping. And Lama asked the manager didn't let me to snip. But maybe also I didn't accept. I should have done. But it's a great Lama. This means you can develop wisdom. You can it helps for realization. It's not like ordinary person. You see, not different. It's a holy being. But I think I didn't have enough marriage, so didn't do that. Yeah. So anyway, that's what's happened before Lama passed away. So anyway, so in the monastery there are many monks who don't show much or realization or big story or meditate or something, or learned in Dharma, philosophy. There are, but most monks ordinary, simple. Other people don't regard you, great meditator, this, that. No. We're ordinary life. But when the difficulties in life, most difficulties in life, death comes. Didn't show real good quality. People who most famous in the world, or money, billion, trillion dollar, or whatever in the world, when they die, very difficult. So much suffering. Just even to separate from the family, wealth, this body, even that, so much suffering. Without thinking next life is negative karma. Lord, I'm suffering without thinking that. The person doesn't know, just the first one, what happens. So much suffering, and the person didn't know what to do. No idea, didn't study about death. Nothing, never. Even thought of that your own death comes, you try to ignore. Biggest mistake in the life. So anyway, like that, but in the monasteries, many monks, simple, no revolution, nothing. People don't think you're great, but passing by, wow, that comes on to meditate in time of death. Wow. And there are many things, many amazing things. One monk in the Kopan Monastery, this Lakamton, one monk, not particularly knowing the bedrooms, he dressed up, totally robes, he dressed up, all new. Then he went around the Kopan Monastery, went around saying everybody goodbye. Then he went back to the room, he died in meditation. This is many interesting story. But I thought to make a book. Some book that many monks who passed away, different story. So I thought I asked one monk, Lama went to part of the hike of a group. But he wrote only 3 pages, only 1 or 2 monk. So then some quotation from bodhicitta. So I ignored after that. That one, the many monks' life story is remember. It's still happening. So those things are very good, very inspiring for the monk. To those who don't practice. So I want to make a book. It's the same thing you can. This is Sarah, but then got the doing whatever. So I want to make a book over the. It's very inspiring. I don't know, I ever forget, but many monks and a lot of the college students who serves here, he says, most pathway, meditation. Wow, this is compared to university, Harvard, Oxford, all this. Nothing. If I able to help the world, it's good. But so anyway, or die. No, many monks die in meditation. No fear of death, die meditation. Wow, freedom. Wow, that's incredible. Outside world, all these famous, these simple monks in the monastery. Wow, that's your freedom. Wow, great. Many monks die like that. Many monks. It doesn't depend. You're famous, debating all different. No, it's all mostly simple, very controlled mind, very simple mind to practice Dharma, but basically very strong, good devotion. Good samaya, good devotion, guru. That's, I think, the most important thing. That's the most important thing. Very first thing, the most everything. Oh, then you see, not wise, but doing daily practice. So many months of time in meditation. So but from my side, I understand, because they practice not only lamrim, not only but tantra, lama in 3 days. Guya samaja, yementaga chara samara. They practice 3 days. Oh, because of this practice 3 days every day. There's power. Power comes from that. Basis of Guru's worship. Why many monks in Tantra college did I meditate? Great. It's a good pure land for them. Oh, that because that practice 3 days together. Oh, that's our power. Without separation, 3 days practice together. Example, Lama Chopa has a very special practice because 3 days begin with Yamantaka. He has all the generation. Then the merciful Guya Samata, Bodhicitta. Then the offerings, extensive offerings, Hiruka. So there's a practice 3 days together. So it's been a very special practice, Lama Chopa. So, Kasuri for quick enlightenment and Kasuri quick enlightenment. So that, yeah. What would say? Yeah, I started from the Beatles here. That's right. So I said, that's now going back. You see, you start the center. It means you want to help your friends. You want to help your friends. You play with you, enjoy together. So you want to help them. What you learned, then you help them. Bring wisdom, Dharma wisdom, light in the darkness of the dark mind. See? Then so that the other outside people. So Dharma Center, so mostly start like that. Except a few at the Amitabha Buddhist Center, that one I went to Singapore to give teachings, and then I felt in the street, if you meet a monk or somebody, what is Dharma, or how you begin to practice Dharma. You see, I thought it's very difficult to get the right answer. That's what I thought. So even the abbot, I was asking the abbot, famous, about Shine Kama meditation, but then not sure what I could translate or not. But he answered was Pure Land. So I don't know. So anyway, I thought there's a center who gives lamrim teachings, essence Dharma. Then the philosophy teach behind. They will so beneficial in Singapore. You need that. So then center started by the students, and then nuns, Saravats are there for some time, and there was a few other nuns, and different teachers, different times. So now this Kermite, I've been there teaching for many years. Look at it. 23 years he's been teaching there. So 23 years teaching there. So the Singapore Center is the only one. When you start the basic program, there were 300 people, right? 300 people started at the beginning, of course, to do last, to do good. But that's the only center in the whole world, Epian Center, the majority number want to start basic program. It's like that. But of course, then everybody Of course, there are many obstacles in family, so so like that, and so anyway, it's just now. The basic program basic program need to be soon. 2 times the basic program we finished, and the master program started. And the good job. So start mathematical subject. So for the subject from master program. So finish. Yeah. So before there was he passed away. And before that Geshe was there. Who's the first one? Geshe Doga? No. Geshe so yeah, so it has been very beneficial, yes. Yeah, it has been, but that's one thing it was like this from Kopan, to center in Singapore, was coming up here. It's like building up the energy or something, I don't know, it's coming up to here, but it didn't come out. Didn't come out, didn't warm it, but it came out like this, out to here. So this energy, some that I felt. So some centers started but gone, some small, but yeah. So among those, ABC was one. So like that, so benefits, so many sentient beings, many people come, got even the meditation practice courses, and even so many people come, so it helps so many people, many sentient beings, you see. While they got him in body, while they got him in body, pressure him in body, they can understand Dharma, can they explain, can they understand Dharma. So this is one time, as Lama Tsongkhapa said, it's one time, but it doesn't last, this can go in the time, so it's very precious to me, Dharma. So the center is so precious, so the center is so good, so precious, wishful jewel. Wishful jewel is only to fill up the as a happiness is just life, reputation, whatever pleasure with them. But numberless which you do. But Dharma Center, you purify, you stop creating the karma, Lord. You purify, then you stop creating the karma, cause of samsara. You stop creating the cause of falling down in the Lord, under the Lord Nirvana. Then bodhicitta compassion falls. It's enlightenment. Even also tantra, so the center offers all that. So in the FMD, we have teachings like Shen shower. Some of the centers, many centers, only prayer. Some Lama comes, some give teaching, initiation teaching. Then Lama lives, and then usually just prayer, some prayer, or Mahakala, or some particular. So that mostly not so much opportunity. So FMD, like rain shower teachings. This is my feeling. So understanding, receiving teaching, then understanding Dharma, that is like eye, it's like open eye, new eye for you to see things which you don't not aware. So like that, see things which need to enlighten you, to enlighten others, you to enlighten others who are numberless, all of that. So maybe time to see. Oma ahu,
Lama Sangye Lama Chute She Lama Gedunte Kungi Chepo Lama Ye Lama Namla Chebabu.
If there's one question, yeah, yeah.
Rinpoche, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for teachings. My question is regarding the Amonga Pasha. That's yes, because I saw it a lot in the kitchen, in the stupa garden, and it says like it's purify everything, and I don't know
in
anything.
The kitchen.
There was in the kitchen hall.
Yeah, I haven't seen.
So maybe you can say a few words about this deity and about purifications that, I mean, we can have while we're seeing and, I don't know, visualizing.
What? Visualize.
He says you will see the kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I big ones. I gave Tibetan Catholic came old folks home and we were together, And then I told the representative to put outside frame, not in the altar. Put outside where many people see. So I gave them quite a few big one. I sent. So when they go in the room, just notice. Please look at this. So that's because of dedication, but dedication from the deity side. You see, like that particular dedication to benefit us, such easy way, like that. Also our good karma together it come out like that. So mainly dedication from that individual deities, their side, the dedicated, the Buddha side, dedication particularly to benefits in the like that. And then they also do our karma, because we have to karma to get the benefit. It depends on karma. That's so yes. So it's here around, but I give to the centers to put it not at the altar. The older people don't do, but where people gather down the room or where people are outside together, so that when people can see, so put a frame up naturally, then many people can to get benefit. So even believer, non-believer, both. So that's so very important. Yeah.
I want to know what is the most profound advice that you can give us about how to benefit to our mothers when they don't believe very much in the benefits of Buddhism and believing in Buddha, and somehow it's difficult for them to even have some faith. So how can we?
The best, for example, many students have parents, and they don't know Buddhism, and they're told to even reject Buddhism. So the only way, best is the daughters, sons, practice kindness, patience, compassion, or the basic things. And within practice, show that good quality, your good quality to others. Then they will think, oh, Buddha is good. Oh, before you get, she's very impatient to me, blah, 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 blah. Now she's less anger, more compassion maybe. Then they will think Buddhism is good. That I know. I know that. I've done that way, it works like that. So they explain, that's not. But unless you're good, unless you're good explaining. Your method, your very good method, to a very wise explaining method. Most important, your example. The best. To any sentiment. Believer, non-believer, best. Even believer, but you have examples very bad, very selfish, very angry, then the person, he talks a lot, but he's not, but he's terrible, You understand? I tell you. Then the one told you, yeah, he talks a lot, yes, but he's totally something else. You understand? You have to keep that in mind. You have to practice. Best is the best. Your example. That. That's the little table got him. You have to have scientific ways. You have to, wise to explain. But Best is an example. If you are not good in explaining. But what it says is truth. But your best. Your example. That's okay. Keep in the heart. So, then one more. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your teachings, Rinpoche. So I think this is my first November course, and something I've been struggling a lot with is the idea of an individual consciousness and how to, because we're so ingrained with our ego, it's so strong, it's really hard to see, once we get rid of ego and body, how we have a personal individual consciousness. And I was wondering if what's the best way to encounter that and meditate on that, if that makes sense.
Personal ego.
Generate a kind of meditation to understand those two aspects better. Yeah, continuity of consciousness is also remains individual.
So consciousness existing, it doesn't exist on its own side, but it goes from one body to the next body. And I think me and some other people have been struggling with that concept of why it stays as one and not, an idea of, like, I think Brahman in Hinduism, and like consciousness being part of one big consciousness or individual.
We have individual streams of consciousness over lifetimes, right? So it doesn't merge with other consciousness, like we see in Hindu philosophy, with Brahma, consciousness, something. Yeah, Ale. So yeah, I think that's how I understood the question. How do we get more conviction in the continuity of consciousness that remains individual and it doesn't mix with other forms of consciousness that you experience lifetime after lifetime, right?
Yes, thank you, Geshe.
The consciousness, all the living beings, it wasn't a big. It wasn't like Big Bang. The world where scientific says Big Bang, but Big Bang where it came from, I haven't heard anything. Where the Big Bang came from, I haven't heard anything. Well, it starts Big Bang, and then there's what people said. Anyway, not like that. I'm just using scientists, but it's not. So never been one. No, individual consciousness. Then when you become enlightened, when you become enlightened, at that time you become the guru, you become numberless Buddha, or the Buddha. That time, when you become you achieve your deity. When you achieve your deity, you achieve your deity, the guru, and then all the Buddhas become one that time. Otherwise, there hasn't been consciousness. It has never become one. So like that, from beginningless, but never become one. And then next one, because of the limited ego.
So I mentioned ego because I think it's really hard to separate, for most people, it's really hard to separate ego from personal consciousness, personal stream of consciousness. And I think identifying your own consciousness separate from body and ego.
Yes, you see, as I mentioned earlier, you need to learn more and meditate, not just learn words. You need to meditate. You need to purify mind. It's obstacles, the obscuration. You need to purify. You need to collect merits, cause for realization. So you need that. That's the overall the answer. That's the overall the answer. Then Kasuri, in the West, bodhicitta is not known, unknown realization. Realizing emptiness as unknown realization, unknown in the West. And renunciation is samsara, knowing how all the samsara natures are is unknown. So the whole lamrim path, from start from Guru worship up to enlightenment, is unknown to the West. Unknown to the West. There's not a Western education field. Only individual Westerners, those who study extensive in the monastery, monk, like Namdang. And there are monks, there are lay people, professors who study Buddhism very extensive, from His Holiness, from other lamas, from the monasteries. There are, but not in the Western field, Western public science, or it did not yet pick up in the science. Not yet, but many top scientists, by meeting His Holiness, by attending the meeting, so I think it's now 20 years, 20 times. So they learn more and more about the thoughts, mainly the mind, different types of mind, the digital explanation in Buddhism, so which they cannot answer in the Western science. They cannot get an answer, not clear explanation. So then, also some monks will also learn what scientific way we explain. So that. So yes, but not become a public knowledge yet. So whole lamrim from beginner to end, like step from beginner to abding ladder is not known, is not explained, is not known in the Western public education yet. Scientifically not known yet, it is not announced yet. But but individually they learn, so they come to understand. So like that. So I think your talk is related also with that. The Western is the public education, so it's related with that. So, so bodhicitta is unknown, lamrim is a bodhicitta, emptiness, and those things are unknown, realization unknown, and besides tantra realization unknown. So like that. Kasuri. But it's not known, and but it's not known subject in the Buddhist countries. Doesn't mean all the Buddhists. It means the Kasuri particular depends. Maybe some part of Buddhism, mind of Buddhism, maybe no, maybe has known the bodhicitta, renunciation, emptiness, but I don't know how much clear explanation. Then Tibet is the only one known whole entire teaching, Tibet has been preserving and experiencing the realization. There's extensively structured the monastery debate. Debate's the question, checking how it is. Debate and then eliminate wrong views, and then you from that you get right answer. To prove the path exists. Well, even the Buddha, how is the true founder? How can believe the Buddha? Also, is examining out the true founder. The Buddha's teaching is true founder. Buddha's teaching is right. It doesn't teach sentient. So. Then all the debate, how's right, this is a blind person. No, that's why it's only says nowadays we should learn debate. So many people, lay people, not Tibet, no nonsense debate doesn't involve debating, only the monasteries. So that now in India, so even nuns. So now this Geshe-Master, now for many years ago since debating as I started in Tibet, the lay people started very much the debate. All the people, young people, even Dharmsala, the lay people, all the people, the young girls, the debate outside the temple. Now that's like this. So that's what he says. He says, you should be like this, not blind faith. But so your talk has a connection with that. So you see the West, they don't, in the West they're not aware whole world. They're not aware of the Buddhism and so many beings become enlightened, experience path of life, different caves, achieve different realization of Tangdara Sutra. Like that. And many other meditators, there are many caves in Nepal, Bhutan, and Tibet, also in many caves where different beings achieved realization, enlightened. So it's not known in the whole world, not known in the West, and you see, not known. So it's like this. It's like in the West, you have to have attachment. So you don't see people without attachment. How's possible? People without attachment. You have to have attachment. You are a human being. If you are a sentient being, if you are a human being, you must have attachment. Without attachment, how is it possible? How can be human beings in the West like that? So same thing will be self-sufficient. How can there be somebody who is not self-sufficient? You have to have self-sufficient. You have to have self-sufficient. So it's in the West it's like that. But they don't know that there's no idea. You can train the mind and become self-sufficient thoughts completely eliminated and only cherishing others. You see, there are people, self-cherishing thought is but small, but cherishing others is greater. They are different people. Even common people, there are people who have very good heart. You don't think to yourself as the first. No. There are people who think of others first. Others happiness first. Others to not suffering first. Then you come later. Even you have something, but very little. Others think of others. People who good heart, they think of others first. You understand? You have to know that. Even among the common people, not the practitioner. Even the common people. I know many people good heart. For example, the hippie time, there's so much Dharma courses, hippie time, so people wake up, to the drugs, wake up, the other field, to come to no other field, like Ramba. Many people know that. In the early times, Lama used to give talk in the cities. The first question, there's Losang Ramba, do you know Losang Ramba? That's the first question. Losang Ramba, there's a book written that without dependent body, conscience alone, he went to Tibet. He traveled to Tibet. So that's it's started to become so big known in the West. I don't know why it's karma. So I also remember still exists, but now I don't know exist before, many years before. So like that. So I think so that time young people, they bring things to give us Lama. They didn't show themselves. They put, they come upstairs in the old monastery. They put at the door all the things. They don't show up themselves. So it means that they don't have a particular self-taking thought. I want to show, expose themselves who they are. No, they want to give things there. They leave. So then many times it happened. So those times. So that's that means that much important ego. You see, I, this self-taking thought. But ego, I'm not sure. In the West, related to most self-taking thought with the ignorance, or maybe ignorance. Maybe to do good in the darkness, we talk in the darkness. Because with the light we don't understand each other, then more concentrated in the dark, then you are more concentrated on the sound. Then more communication. Yeah. Anyway, so like that, you understand these common examples. Yes, there are many good-hearted people. You see, you think the first the people in the problems and the happiness of others more, those people good heart. Then yourself, even you have self-centered but less. Not you bring first. No. The good people, they bring others first. The others first, then they help others. Then only let you yourself, but that not important are others who are numberless. Others number two or one, more than one. Numberless, others are so important. So to serve others, okay? Also like that. Like that. Many good heart. I know that in the West, even they don't know about reincarnation, all these things, Buddhism, but very good heart. You know, everyday life, first you think of others, you give others. Whatever you get, you give to others. Is there people there? There have been good-hearted people in the West, I know. Even though they don't know Dharma, they don't know they have been Buddhism, like that. So, but then the other side, wow, only you think you are I, you only think you are power, you are happiness first. You are power, you are happiness, you are reputation. This is me, this is I, this is me. That's not important. Numberless sentence is not important. That maybe that don't exist, right? You know, that means like that. This I is first. This I should get best happiness, this best for him. There are many people like that. You understand? Then so much problem with the family, don't get wrong, don't get in the organization, so much crush, fighting with people, everywhere you go, every country you go, it's like that. So bad people. You see? You understand what I'm saying? Even that we just use common example, you understand? Who's less self-centered, who's a more good heart, who's a more self-centered, doesn't get along, so knows. Even you live alone, Himalayan mountain, I don't know, one day, you alone, you don't have happiness. So sad. We live with people, you never get along to anybody. So everybody don't get along. Everybody makes you we make everybody angry. Something like that, people don't get along. So wherever you go, you learn suffering, you live with people suffering, family problem. So you have to think those things you know. You think those common people like you, life experience in the world. You think those things you come to know. So you see, with a less ego, less self-centered, yeah, more good heart. So you think so. Otherwise, you don't examine like that. Then like the other one, you have to have attachment, grasping mind. You know, to your pleasure, your power, everything. The can't see, so you don't know the world, you know. You don't know this about Buddhism, the experience of the realization of unity. So even I'm listening to me achieving enlightenment, but you have to know. So in the world, in the West, only Western education, only in the Catholic. So you're teaching the human lives is with attachment to human lives. You have to have self-taking out, right? You know, so like that. So very, 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 very poor, very limited. But even you look at the normal example in the world, you see different. Yeah, some is more good heart, some more unbelievable self-taking thought. Then you can see the difference in life. Some is suffering. So it's dangerous than good heart. Everybody like it, everybody appreciate that person. Everybody want to praise that person. So, you see, that's not, you can't say no, that doesn't exist. You can't say sort of thing. So, but I want to say, Western ego, when I say ego, that's the for me, it's sometimes depends on way, ignorance. You know, ignorance that creates sometimes, or sometimes. Ignorance, the ego, sometimes, mostly I think in the ego means self-taking thought. This is how I understand. But how is it in the West? The ignorant ego, self-taking thought is the ignorance. Which one? Both. Huh? Both. All. All the delusions are ego. I'm not joking. Okay. So, yeah. Yes, self-taking thought. There's more little self-taking thoughts. So I think sometimes it may be ignorance. Yeah, not 100% clear. In my view, how it sounds to me is mostly self-taking thought. So anyway, it's a common example. I told you, very clear. This it's not a blind faith. It's not very clear. Is it right? Is it right? Yeah, it's common experience. Yeah. So. So many people who have less self-taking thought, who has more good heart, everybody help that person. Oh, which I can be like that, which I'm like him, and everybody helps, everybody prays, everybody. But you see, then you have to change your mind. So in the West, you see, people to love you, first you love the other people. You open the door, you open your mind, not I can be people, not like that. Open your mind, help others, love others, help others, then they will love you. That's the way how to work. You understand? You help first you open your mind, you help others, then they will help you. That's actually very simple, common, very simple thing to understand. You understand? So then my conclusion is that you want to love others, first you must love others. You don't have to do something. Other people love me. Other people love me. That's happened. It's a cause. You have to cause for other people to love you. It has to be cause. Then the result other people love you can happen. So that's. Okay. Okay, so maybe, sorry, I meant to motivation, but yeah, so, sorry. Well, I should have meant a few words. Yeah, anyway, this is called, yeah. Chocolate drink to what time?
5 to 6.
5, 6? Okay. 40. 40 to 7. 4:30. 7 minutes. 6:45. Chocolate drink. Okay. Shouldn't die before chocolate drink. Nobody is allowed to die before chocolate drink. There's a rule of Kopan Monastery. Can't die without chocolate drink. Nobody's allowed. Or if you die, then you're illegal. Okay, all right. There are numberless beings generated bodhicitta, change the mind. Instead of like we've been doing from beginning to birth, so didn't change our suffering, so still suffering, born with suffering. Still suffering. Not only born with suffering, not only you begin the life today with suffering, you begin the life this hour with suffering. You begin the life from this birth, you begin the life with suffering. Not only that, that's because life before as a suffering, not free from suffering. Intermediate stage, in the life, whatever the life was before, into the cultural delusion karma, that's why you're suffering. So like that, going back and back, from beginning is rebirth. Life has no beginning, life has no beginning. So from beginning is rebirth, life has been, consciousness has been the end of the cultural delusion karma. So the consciousness happens, is suffering from beginning is rebirth. Like that. But Shakyamuni Buddha was like us before, having all the problems, ordinary beings, having like that, but he changed his mind. Cherish I, and so that because all the suffering comes from the I, so change the mind and cherish others. Well, because others from others, then all the past, present, future happiness, including enlightenment, everything comes from others. So cherish others. All like that. Yeah, maybe. Well, maybe I just mention this one, then stop. Okay. You went through six bodhicitta, one way to reach bodhicitta through the Yundemengatun, 7 techniques of mind, cause, effect. So this morning, so Kasure, yeah, maybe I'll explain that one. So, okay, so please everyone should understand. This is not the mother's kindness, from beginning to rebirth. The protector that gave the life, gave the life, the body, such a cutting. The second one is so cutting. So kindness, the so cutting. So kindness save the life. So each day, many. So many 100 times in the life danger, the mother saved, protected, from there. So many hundreds of danger a day. For that, then bear so much hardship to you, but the mother, so much. So I mentioned the title. Oh, then because of mother, so much fear, worry, fear, so for you. Yeah, for your death, for your health, for your so much, education, the well-being, and by means of living, the material wealth and all that. So there's so much hardship for you. Then she led in the path of the world to give education to all of that. Besides that, the kindness, this exchange of one's father. So before that, as you cherish yourself, you cherish others, all sentient beings equally as you cherish yourself. All others important like you. So you cherish as yourself, you cherish all sentient beings. Even ants, even mosquitoes, insects, or not only human beings, everything. They all want happiness, they all don't know what suffering, so like yourself. So cherish equally like yourself to all sentient beings. Dakshinyamba, equal yourself with others. Oh, that's the first start. Then then exchange oneself and others. So then from the I, then all the suffering, I just mentioned the rough, from beginning is about the suffering, and now all the suffering future, all come from I. Then from others, you see, all the happiness from beginning to birth now, all the future happiness from others, including enlightenment. So others, so means others means all numberless helping, numberless hunger, numberless savor, numberless server, numberless all others. Yes, all the happiness from this, and even the dream time happiness. All the happiness from this. So of course, others numberless. So even others too, more important than you by number. So cherish others, serve others. That rather than working for yourself, I just want. Not, you see, others too. Okay, so then others must no question. So you see, you eat food for others, you sleep for others, to help others. to be healthy travelers. Okay? So you wear clothing for others. You live life for others. You do business for others. You do shopping for others. Everything for others. Even by number. You see? Even by number. Okay, now, even one. Who is more important, you or that person, that insect? This one insect, this one person. Who is more important? So that one most important, most precious. Do you understand? You have to realize this. Otherwise, all like this, Well, Pastor mentioned this, that mentioned the quotation. Okay, now the person who always complains to you, say nice things beyond complains to you. Who angry to you, who doesn't love you, Maybe he loved you before, but now doesn't love you. Hate you, hate. He hate you, she hate you. Okay? Okay, so harm your speech with the speech, the bad things, only with arm body, beat you, whatever, say, showing bad. What's that? Milo tawa. How to say? Milo tawa. Milo tawa. No, English face. Milo, with eyes. With eyes wrong. Huh? Glaring, yeah. With the physical body, even glaring, you don't like it, you're glaring. I don't know, you can glare with the attachment. Huh? No? Okay. All right. It doesn't matter. Okay, so speech behind the angry. And anyway, so do that, you see. Do that. So that person's obscured suffering was obscured nature, see? So then depending on the person, compassion, it generates great compassion. So including that, all the sentient beings who nature suffering obscured, all then develop compassion. So you see, a great compassion, not only wishing them free from suffering, but you bear the difficulties. You bear you carry the burden to responsibility to you alone. Free the sentient beings from all the sufferings. Including this person, you want to take full responsibility. You want to free them from suffering, and you see, you do that. The great compassion. After that, the bodhicitta comes, realization. Okay? So, great compassion is generated by the kindness by existence of the person obscured suffering, harming you. Okay? Great compassion is generated. You feel that realization is I mentioned the other day, the son or daughter who's so much realized how mother's kind. So the mother fell in fire. You see? Well, then even second is like taking years. It's like even second takes second, it's like years. Want to do right now, free from suffering. You know, you want to save from suffering. So like that. You know, you think that from mother to the child, or to the child to the mother is how they like that compassion. All sentient beings. That person, all sentient. Great compassion. Oh, like that. Example, like that. How mother feels her child fell fire. How the child who knows the mother is kind, or how he feel, how he or she feels the mother fell fire. All like that. When you have great compassion, it's like that. You must know that. So, then comes from that, bodhicitta comes free the sentient beings from the ocean, something bring to enlightenment, feels happiness. You do that by oneself alone. So they bought the reason to achieve enlightenment. Otherwise, without achieving enlightenment, they can't do perfect roles. Even the others can't do. They are free with some type, but they can't do perfect roles to the sin. They have an abundant focus on what I told you before. Like that. So, so bodhicitta. So bodhicitta is by kindness of the suffering sentient beings. So by kindness, this person will harm to you now. Bodhicitta might harm to you. To demonstrate kindness, isn't great compassion, isn't great bodhicitta. So you enter the mind, the path to enlightenment. You enter the mind, the path to enlightenment. So you become bodhicitta, bodhisattva. You become bodhisattva. See, and into the mind, the path to enlightenment. Like that. Then by actualizing the ordinary path and the Arya path, exalted path, the high path, then you complete the path, the remedy to the defilement. So you become omniscient. You are continually your conscience become omniscient. Omniscient. When the gross several developments totally cease by completing the realization path. Then your mind becomes omniscient mind. I tell you, for example, if you practice patience, you see, I tell a simple example, I practice patience, then your anger becomes less. Your anger, to rise anger becomes more difficult, because you have to practice patience more. So later anger comes, but very rarely. But it comes, but it doesn't last long time. It comes, gone. It came, gone. So through the mind training and patience, you have to know these things. You have to think these things, logical things. These are logical experiential things, not blind faith. Logical experience things. You have to know. You have to think these things. Yeah. So you see, if anger comes, but anger comes, goes away, disappears. Or through the power, practice patience. You see, that happens. Then later, then anger doesn't come. With any condition, no anger. So, Baba Nagarjuna said, "Chizi tsewe sejani, dawa sabar mnyuji, Nangi choa ni sana chi dawatam ji sever jur." Nagarjuna said. So, if you do killing, he says, as soon as you kill the outside enemy never ceases, become more and more never ceases outside enemy. But your anger, your inner enemy, anger, if that is killed, then all the outside enemy is killed. There's no outside enemy. I have a car in America. I bought to people to understand no anger, no enemy. So I said, if you have no anger, no enemy outside. So that, you see, to educate the people. So that, so Nagarjuna, the second Buddha, all said that. So like that, so you see, even simple example, you practice patience, what development happens in the mind. Oh, the colorless, formless, shapeless, but can develop more peace. It's a more rather more anger, and it's a disaster. No, you will make disaster, that's a disaster. Not that. More peace in your life, more calm. Then if your body is beautiful, then all stays beautiful. But if your beautiful body angry, oh, that's terrible. I know that. Oh, so that's fearful. Beautiful body being fearful if you get angry. Oh, so that. So anyway, so like this example. So why not to other realizations in the bodhicitta, great compassion? So anyway, so like that. So you generate great compassion towards every sentence. You can generate bodhicitta to every sentence. Then you become bodhisattva for every sentence. Then you become complete the 5 parts, and then you achieve enlightenment. All the subtle developments, you become enlightened, you see. Oh, so so you become enlightened. You see, you become enlightened because all the sentiments, including that person who harm you with body, speech, mind. So all the sentiments, you become enlightened. You become enlightened from them, you see, by the kindness. No cessation of all the mistakes of my completion of realization. So Buddha has 2 actions. Buddha has 2 holy actions. Sangye, and then Buddha has 2 holy actions. One holy action is own Buddha himself, his own mind. Then one is within us sentiments, Buddha's holy action. Whenever we collect good karma, is Buddha's holy action. That Buddha's action. So all the happiness from beginning literally birth up to now, all the happiness, future, including everything comes from your good karma. Your good karma. Positive mind. Your good karma. So the good karma is Buddha's holy action. The second Buddha's holy action. So all the 3 times happiness, every single happiness came from Buddha's holy action. So that came from Buddha. Buddha came from Bodhisattva. Bodhisattva came from bodhicitta. Bodhicitta came from great compassion. Oh, so all the 3 times happiness, past, present, future, all including everything come from every sentiment. Come from every sentiment, kindness. So come from you receive all the past, present, future, all the happiness, including from this person who anger you, who harm you, body, spirit, mind, even who kill you. What can you receive from him? Wow, that's the kindness. Wow, that's the kindness. Oh, lamaja. Wow. I see all the happiness received from that sentiment, kindness of the sentiment. So that sentiment is the most kind, most precious, most kind, most precious one. So now you can see even all the knowledge of Buddha come from him. come from him or her. So Dharma came from Buddha, also came from this person. On the Sangha came from Buddha, also came from this, whom you take refuge all the time before you begin practice. You know, free from Lord, free from samsara, free from Lord, never. You know, which means what the teaching and all that. But Dhamma Sangha came from this person who harm you, from your enemy. You seems kind of most precious. So I think I mentioned to you, there was one abbot from Kopan Monastery. They got you down there. They go to the monastery, I think. So I think I mentioned to you, I think, during the COVID and the Namo Buddha. So you see, I brought many offerings. So many offering. Then there was purifying the land, the holy object and land, country, all like that. Then then it's very needed for the COVID. So that's purify the pollution. Then there's incense puja. Then there's the offering. Then the people different practices the kind of organized. So there was a Tony that. So myself as some Muslims, I am the sloth, animal, but sloth human body, sloth human being, not a sloth animal. There's sloth animal, but I'm the sloth human being, who's the most lazy in the world. So then the abbot for Kopan Monastery. So I explained them how, so precious and things. I explained there was candlelight, there was other agenda. So anyway, then after that puja finished, then abbot told me, abbot very surprisingly told me, only tree I understood. The sentient is more kind than Buddha. Oh, he picked up. So very learned abbot. You see, anyway, so he was so happy, and so anyway, for that, came with the like that. You see, unbelievable, most unbelievable kindness. This kindness, but doesn't fit in the sky, limited sky, most precious. Then, so therefore, please understand. Even little service, even small service, what? The person's old or something needs seat to sit on. You offer your seat to the person. If there's not the seat, you offer yours. Or anyway, something small thing, whatever you can help. So in small benefit you can do. But that's so important. That's most kind, most precious. So even you help little, so important for you. So important. But this most kind, most precious in your life. But you have even little help, whatever you can do. For your mind, because it's most kind, most precious. So even small help, what you can do with the body, spirit, mind, but so important, whatever. It's a great pleasure for you to serve. Great pleasure for you to serve. So, descending worms, eaten by insect worms, and so the mosquitoes, but he may be anybody like that. You can do this, so important, unbelievable important. So it's a great pleasure for you, because that's most precious. Great pleasure for you, all like that, you see, like that. So same thing, you help the older people. You're working for old people. So any cleaning service, cleaning kaka, pee, whatever it is. So important, so for you, so incredible that is. The kindness able to serve. I mean, able to offer in the help. So, so important, most important for you is, you know, the most precious one. So, if you are taking a child, that already before my child, my husband, my one, no? This is in child, you know, who need happiness from suffering, you know. From whom you receive all your past, present, future, all the happiness, including life, everything from childhood. So you any service you do, see, clean people, kaka, whatever, every small happens, whatever you do, it's so important for you. It's so important. So important for you to do that. But the most precious, most kind of, so important. Then it's incredible pleasure for you. Incredible pleasure. To serve through take care. So I'm just giving this example. So otherwise, you know, you're working with children, many children, old people, or there's many different sick people, or you're working with, see, the attitude is same. Attitude is the way of serving is same. So you serve respectfully. No. Lama went to hospital. Lama is he go to the hospital sickness. Then hospital in Delhi. Garuna went to serve the number there from the monastery. So there's 7 nurses. They push so much Lama to say this medicine, that medicine. Push so much, no respect, nothing. Push so much. The Lama thought that one was my relative. Chamba Droga, she's American, married, and she's shepherd man and good child, daughter. So she wanted to be nurse very much, and then since about that time, Lama saw her the nurse push so much the medicine, no respect, nothing. So Lama said to Chamba Droga, don't go to Nandari, don't be nurse, don't be nurse. But Lama said to go to university. So Lama didn't tell her to told me, but that happened. But anyway, she wanted to go very much nurse. She did that in America. So anyway, sorry, I was just telling so much to respect, as I mentioned already. So not just for respect, but thinking the house first, the precious kind. So that much respect for the spiritual mind. So it brings much pleasure for the sick person who is. So what's it? Can you go there? How to do? So there's so many that you walk so proper way with that. How to do like this? Sorry. So you see now. So now you see. You don't do so many pride, not like the ego, none. So you respect. It's the most spiritual for you, that you respect, humble. You respect with respect to body, speech, mind, give us so much pleasure from each other, happiness. Must every service. Sorry. So here, there's no ego. There's no ego in body. Most precious, most kind. So you see, you serve, you offer, you serve yourself. No ego, no place for ego. So like that, you understand how to serve. No ego there. So I think there's no ego. You see, you see, taking a child, my life become meaningful. So sentient being, so kind, even child, so that I have opportunity to serve. So that made my life meaningful to serve others. Or should think like that, my life becomes so meaningful to serve others. In the form of child. So that's sentient beings. Oh, what should think like that? You are serving old men, something or other, things you gave it meaningful life. Something like that. So, so develop bodhicitta in this way. You see, so like that. Then you see, so to each from that, and you achieve enlightenment. Without that, you can't achieve enlightenment. Okay, that's it. So, finito. Today. Okay, thank you very much.
Oh, so she buggy chushime dotam rira lishi mide gambadi sange shindo mide bulwagi toka namla shinla cherish idam guru ratna mandala kamni atayami.
O Tajo Sanjo Rinpoche, Majevana, Tiji, Jevanya Bamaba, One Gondo, Bawara, Jo, Tonyeta Rinpoche, Majevana, Tiji, Jevanya Bamaba, One Gondo, Bawara, Jo. Sarakunda Java to Gave the Junior Moses David, Javana Bell, something as a Gajeta and Hamaji, Mejananda, Samet, and Nandala Chaji, the Javi, at the Jagarian and Jalo Sajavet and then Javara, Pandalamen and Batavala Gajeta, Lota, Mijis, Chendela, Batuma, Magujilami, Chela, Samla, Jubara, Pedanto, Hamagu, in the passage. Sentient Wagon, Samba to be attached. Didn't Kaina. Did all the past, the best, the future marriage, quality by me, 3 marriage, quality by number list, and the 3 marriage, quality by number list beings. Himudi. Made a war, having disease, torture, poverty. This is the things in the world happening to be pacified immediately, and the dangers of earth, water, fire, the kind of wind, all this pacified immediately. And made this world filled with perfect peace, happiness, enlightenment, all the by general loving kindness, compassion of bodhicitta in everyone's heart. In everyone's heart. Oh yeah, then the did you all the past the best which I made it close by me, I made it close by number listen, they went number Buddhas. Then the any sentient being that I see, that I hear voice, that I remember, that I touch, all that. Then the sentient being who see me, remember me, hear my voice, touch me, don't know that. By that may all the sentient being suffering by peace, by immediately may achieve all the happiness, including enlightenment. By generating loving kindness, compassion to bodhicitta in every heart. Tanya Tongam Dosam Jason the Taya Rega Tanto Java, Tanya Jatia Malatu, Namagunda, that and dangerous, due to all the part, which I made it to glad to I made 3 I made it to glad to numberless beings, and 3 I made it to glad to numberless Buddhas. metta, do that metta. Metta, kasure. Metta, who kasure. Who exists, the real one from the soul side. Which totally empty from the soul side, and the metta that which exists in the mere name. So do that, then achieve the do that metta I, who appear real one, do not exist even name. It did not exist even the name from its society. Oh, because exists in my name. So achieve the Buddhahood, which do not exist, the real one which do not exist from the side. It is the main name. Or then they achieve that and lead all the sentient beings, real sentient beings, who do not exist from the side at all. This hallucination, this is my name. Merely exists, merely exists. Then Kasuri. So then lead all the sentient beings who appear real one, do not exist at all from the side, and they which exist in the main name. Lead to that thing, Buddhahood which exists, which is the real one which exists from the side, or the do not exist such as even name from the side. And by myself alone, who do not exist from the real one, who do not exist from the society, and they exist in the main name. By myself, totally, or the alone, or that do not exist from the society. This is the main name. Jamanamba Jita Jambata Kunza Sambotian Dejin the Jata Kunji Jitandala Jagavati the Chebe Javata Jumwa Gala to the Navajata Samotira to Mawara Jite Kamdir Pende Malia Bakale Jeve Sambayish
Kadin
Samete Jazala the Tujelando
Oi tu tsu chan shin chang gun gyawe ten sen kyong pelwe kun su do bor ze cho sum kur we le mon tu ju pa da so du je gun do sha ten shu